Welcome back students in part 2 of our video grade 10th. Now from page 58 we will continue. Now we will discuss how did non-cooperation movement unfolded in towns or how the non-cooperation movement started in towns. Let's see this now. In towns, movement started with middle class participation. Thousands of students left their government controlled schools. Headmasters and teachers they resigned. Lawyers gave up their legal practices. Foreign goods were boycotted. Foreign clothes were burnt in huge bonfires. Liquor shops picketed. Picketed here means a form of demonstration or protest by which people block the entrance to a shop, factory, office, or liquor shops. Moving further, as a result of this, the launching of non-cooperation movement, the boycott of foreign clothes, foreign goods, foreign institutions. Now we have to see the result. The result of this, the import of foreign clothes halved between 1921 to 22 and its value dropped from rupee 102 crore to 57 crore. In many places, merchants and traders refused to trade in foreign goods or finance foreign trade. The people began discarding imported clothes and wearing only Indian ones. So the production of Indian textile mills and handlooms went up. Now here NTSC can ask you why the import of foreign clothes halved between 1921 to 22. So answer to this will be because of the Indians, they start boycotting the foreign clothes, so that's why the demand also went down of the foreign cloth. Now page 58, last para, we have to see why non-cooperation movement failed early in towns or cities. So this movement in the cities gradually slowed down for a variety of reasons, like khadi cloth was often more expensive than the British produced mill cloth. So the poor people, they could not afford to wear khadi as it was expensive. Another reason can be the alternative Indian institutions were not available. So students and teachers, they began moving back to government schools and lawyers also joined back work in government courts. Now here try to understand that Indian students did not want to leave their studies. They want to leave British institutions as no alternative Indian institutions were available, so students started moving back to British schools. As a result, the non-cooperation movement that failed early in towns. Now moving to page 59, here we have to discuss non-cooperation movement in villages. In Awadh, a peasant movement was organized by Baba Ramchandra. Now who was Baba Ramchandra? Question can be asked here. Well, he was sannyasi who led the non-cooperation movement in Awadh. This movement was against landlords and talukdars. Reduction of rent and the abolition of begar were the main demands of the peasants. In October, Awadh Kisan Sabha was set up, headed by Jawaharlal Nehru and Baba Ramchandra. But peasant movement made congressmen unhappy. Why? Because peasants adopted violent means, attacked on the houses of the talukdars and merchants, bazaars were looted, and Gandhiji gave clear-cut call for non-cooperation movement in order to attain Swaraj. But peasants interpreted that Gandhiji has declared that no taxes were to be paid and land was to be redistributed among the poor. Page 60 of your book. Now let's see the interpretation of Swaraj by tribal people or the movement among tribals. Here the CBSE can ask you how the non-cooperation movement unfolded in hills or among the tribals. So let's see now this. Non-cooperation movement among the tribals started in Gudem hills of Andhra Pradesh. It started in form of militant guerrilla movement. Now what it is, this warfare is used when you are less in number and your enemy is more powerful and huge. Then this kind of attack strategy is used, like the tribals used to attack Britishers and then go hiding into the jungles. As tribals were more aware of the jungles, they can easily elope into the jungle and it will be very difficult for Britishers to locate their hideouts. British had closed large area of forest land, preventing the tribal people to enter into it. This you have studied in your pastoralist chapter, grade 9th, forest laws, that is protected forest and reserve forest. So this caused widespread anger among the tribals against the British. They not only considered it as an attack on their livelihood, but saw it as an attack on their traditional birthright. Hence, tribal people joined the non-cooperation movement. See the irony here. Gandhiji launched non-cooperation movement for Swaraj, and tribal people joined non-cooperation movement just to enter into the forest. Page 60 now only, we have to discuss about Alluri Sitaram Raju. It can be asked, write a short note on Raju. So Alluri Sitaram Raju was an interesting character. He led the non-cooperation movement among the tribals in the Gudam Hills of Andhra Pradesh. He claimed that he had a variety of special powers. He could make correct astrological predictions, he could heal people, he could even survive bullet shots. Raju was inspired by Gandhiji's and his non-cooperation movement. His idols, Gandhian idols, he used to be inspired by. He persuaded the hill people to wear khadi and to give up drinking practices. Raju at the same time believed that Swaraj could be achieved only through use of violence. So here he disagrees with Gandhiji. At last, Raju was captured, executed, and overnight became a folk hero. Now let's see how the non-cooperation movement unfolded among the plantation workers, or how did plantation workers conceive the idea of non-cooperation movement. Now under the Inland Immigration Act of 1859, please underline this is very important. Plantation workers were not allowed to leave the tea gardens without permission, and they were rarely given such permissions. When they heard of the non-cooperation movement, they believed that Gandhi Raj was coming and everyone would be given land in their own villages. They defied the authorities and headed towards their home. But it was sad that they could never reach their home and they were brutally beaten up by the police. Now again see the irony that Gandhiji launched non-cooperation movement for Swaraj, and plantation workers joined non-cooperation movement just to come out of the plantations. Page 61 of your book now. The non-cooperation movement touched every section of society. Non-cooperation movement reached to its peak and Britishers were frightened by the non-cooperation movement. But Chauri Chaura incident led to the withdrawal of the movement. Now in our next video we will discuss towards the civil disobedience. Till then, stay healthy and stay safe.